All right. Let me just get this one out of the way. Let's see. Gosh, where am I? Oh, did you read? Have you read anything about the new guns coming out? No, that's just the type of person I am, though. I don't. I tend not to care, or waste my spend my. I consider it wasting my time reading about stuff that's gonna happen. Oh, I guess third person's on. So no, other than the FAMAS, Desert Eagle, and Drugnov, I just hear little things here and there. But I am not gonna make a judgment on anything until I, see it in action. Not until they come out, and especially until I use it. That's when I can make a judgment on it. Is after I use them a while. So that's just how I do it. I'm into stuff like say I was really into SOCOM 2, but I didn't care at all about what was going to be in the SOCOM 3. I mean that's all people would talk about. Oh, I've been reading all day about it. And like, oh, good for you. Even though most of the stuff they read was all wrong. In the end, I just think it's a waste of time. But you know, yeah, sorry. I know you were the person asking said they didn't really care though, so they were just wondering if I read that or not. Okay, well, the same person wanted me to go over quick scoping. Now, I am not a top sniper in this game by choice. It's just not what I want to do, but I will do my best. I guess I'm gonna have to start concentrating for this round. I never concentrate when I do videos. Yeah, like I'm running back here. I should not be running back here. Okay. So let's see here. Whoops. When I right click, should the person be in the middle of the crosshairs? Yes, definitely. Say I'm aiming at that corner there. When you quick scope, that's where you want it to be. Also, should I move my mouse after I right click? Yes, definitely. Actually, you're gonna want to move it a lot. This is just I'm no good at it anymore, but for a long time I did nothing but use my sniper rifle, even though it was broken, just to save money. But yeah, see, I suck, but but yeah, definitely. There's some videos out there. Well, okay, let me just say this first. What I noticed near the end of me, using my sniper rifle like full time, I was noticing that when I played good, you got to notice what you're doing right when you're playing good and what you're doing wrong when you're playing bad. What I was doing right when I was playing good was I was moving my mouse a lot. Like I'd move it from one end of the mouse pad all the way to the other in one fell swoop. Like I would zoom in. It's just gonna take practice, and your eyes are gonna get used to it. You're gonna zoom in, and I mean it's gonna be a fraction of a second, and in that fraction you are gonna realize it's just gonna be automatic. You're gonna realize if you have to aim left or right, if that's where the enemy is. And I've noticed that it'd just be one big swoop. I mean, my mouse would go all the way like that. I'd zoom in and it'd just go whoosh, just like that. And one key to it is you got to zoom out. So it'd be like, kind of like that. Zoom out after you shoot. That's the main thing about the PSG. PSG is really, in my opinion, the best gun to use as a sniper rifle. But yeah, I mean, it'd be like say I was aiming at that. Yeah, that was kind of quick scope, I guess. Say I was aiming at that pillar and I zoom in right here. I mean, it was like, I would shoot well to the right. I wouldn't shoot well to the right, but I would, in the end, that's where my aim would be. That just ensures, it's like following through in sports. If you play baseball, and you're going to throw the ball, or, anything where you're throwing a ball, you got to follow through. You don't stop to throw. Wow, sorry. I'm using my push to talk button like on TeamSpeak. That's why I'm kind of messing up. But yeah, you got to follow through. It's kind of like following through. It just means that you're not going to stop. And trust me, it's just automatic. So don't get into the habit of just going crazy with it. But over time, that's what's gonna happen, and don't be afraid to use it. There, actually, my brother, he even brought that up to me, even though I already told him about that. I found it interesting when I realized what I was doing, and I told him, but I think he forgot about it. No big deal. But he was watching one of the top players from Japan. With a PSG, he was quick scoping. He was really good. He was really fast with it. But he was like, "Wow, look at him. He pretty much moves his mouse, all the way over. He moves this thing. He moves it real fast. He doesn't stop. Just one big swoosh." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's correct. That's what I found that to be correct when I was sniping well, back in the day. Back a few months ago when I was young. But that's what I've discovered. So yeah, best thing to do is just keep practicing, stick with it. That's the best you can do. You're not gonna get it overnight. So I hope this helped. If it does, if you still have questions, of course, ask me. I'm not a top sniper at all, but I could answer. I can do my best to answer that, because I've discovered that to work for me. So hopefully it can work for you. Um, Real quick, I just want to say something off to the side, kinda. My opinion of the FRF2 and the PSG, I think I left this out, but I've always believed this. Like, the FRF2, in my opinion, is like a training sniper rifle. Like, if you're new to sniping, that is the gun that you should train with, because it's gonna help you get your aim down. And yeah, I have a broken sniper. See that shot went way off, even though I was pretty much aiming on their body. Basically, it's gonna also zoom out after you shoot. Now, when you use the PSG, what you want to do is shoot, zoom out, shoot, zoom out. That's usually what you want to do. Sometimes I don't, but yeah. After you get your aim down and you get moving your crosshairs and getting a little faster with it, then move on to what I think you should do is move on to the PSG and then work on zooming out. That's your next step. Also, I think the scopes are different, so you're gonna have to get used to the scopes. I would go with the PSG though, if you could, to train, even if you're new, just because that's what you've got to. If you're gonna start training on something hard, then that just means you're gonna get better and better at it faster than if you're training on something a little easier and then you're working up your way up to something a little harder. But that's my opinion. I highly suggest getting used to PSG. The number one reason I choose PSG over the FRF2 is you can kill more people in the same amount of time. In between shots, give you 2 seconds. You could probably take out 2 or 3 people with the PSG, where you can only take out 1 or 2 with the FR. Okay, enough of that. Let's go on to the 6th question. I'm just gonna read it here. Hope I don't die. I have it. 502 megabytes RAM space, so crossroad and bridge must work properly, but crossroad and bridge keep lagging me to hell that when I walk I get my finger off the W key and it still keep walking until I leaped into water, lol, and it mostly happens for me. Is there any solutions? I hope there is. Oh, and by the way, what channel do you usually get in? I want to play with you. I don't. I just go into any channel I want. I'll just say that right away. Oh man, I suck. Oh yeah, I suck. Okay. Let's see here. My opinion, I don't know about Crossroad. People say it lags. I don't know. Bridge, you should definitely lag in that. I assume you lag in train and in the missile silo warehouse area of missile. At least I did before I upgraded my computer. Best thing you can do, I think, turn down your graphics and upgrade your computer. I'm not a technical person.